What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It's a cold one here in Findlay, Ohio, and I'm hanging out in the beer shed getting ready to check out a new beer. Now, the beer I have today is called Irish Red Light, and this is from R.I.P Brewing out of Akron, Ohio. Now, sadly, R.I.P just closed their doors, I believe on March 5th or something like that, 2024. So these guys just went out of business. And it's really a shame because they make awesome beer, and it's not one of these breweries that went out of business because their beer sucks. They kind of, I guess, overexpanded, and then the pandemic hit. So they were expanded, had some new locations, so were investing in themselves. And then sadly, the scamdemic hit, and obviously, you know, like most other breweries, they didn't make as much money and were forced to work under very difficult circumstances for an extended period of time. And I'm guessing it finally took its toll, and unfortunately R.I.P had to close their doors, which again sucks because they make magnificent beer. So this one here is, like it says, a red ale with light caramel and roasted flavors for a crisp finish. So sounds pretty good. Let's check out one of the last R.I.P beers that'll be reviewed. Now, I did send one of these to Wayne at Bucks County Beer Review, so I guess he'll have one coming out too. All right, so first things first, in the glass, that looks magnificent. This has got a nice amber hue to it. Up at the top, head, 2 fingers. Head, I'd say it's khaki colored, looks really good. In the glass, magnificent. If I'm breaking out my Brew HQ chart here, up to the light you see through, you can see the nice red color shining through. I don't know, maybe like a maybe like a 22, something like that. I've noticed that whenever I look at them here, when I watch the video, they always look much darker than they do in person. And I don't know if it's because I'm holding up to the light here, so I get like a little bit of a different color than the camera picks up. But I think I'm starting to guess slightly darker than what I think it is. So I'm going to go with a 22 on this, and hopefully it's somewhat close. Looks really good. Let's give it a sniff. As inviting. For me, this smells like toasty bread. Toasted bread. Look at it. I jumped the gun and took a big sip of it because I wanted to try it so badly. The nose, yeah. I think it's just kind of like toasty grain. Has a very nice smell to it. The taste, I'll start off with the body. It's usually where we begin. The body is kind of on the lighter side. I wouldn't say that it's a light-bodied beer. It's just lighter than I had expected it to be. So it's probably medium, but on the lower end of medium. Probably would have liked a tiny bit more body on this. But you know what? Now that I think about it, this one does say Irish Red Light. I think when I read one of the little blurbs, it might have been on Untappd, now that I think about it. I think that it purposely said that this was supposed to be a lighter version of something they'd previously done. Let me see. Here we go. We didn't sacrifice the alcohol in making this beer. We kept the Irish Red at 6.2 ABV, but lightened up the body for easy drinkability. So, like I said, I would have preferred a little bit more body. I'm guessing the old one did have that. But if you're trying to make a nice, maybe St. Patrick's Day beer that you can drink more than a few of and make it a little sessionable, I guess they lightened up the body. Now, this thing still does pretty good. Untappd 3.65, Beer Advocate 3.98, although there's only 7 check-ins there, so relatively small sample size. So like I said, 6.2 ABV, 28 IBUs. This is good. I mean, I quite like this. As to the flavors in this, I think you get what you pick up on the nose. So you do definitely get toasty grain, kind of like a toasty bread thing in my mind. Then you definitely get a bit of caramel. It's a little bit rich. I think this is a really good beer and pretty true to style if we're going with an Irish Red. Now, again, if you like a fuller body, you know, maybe this is a little bit light, but I don't think it distracts at all. I mean, it's still decent body, and the flavors come through nicely. Ooh. Yeah, so for me, R.I.P Brewing, this will probably be the last review I ever get to do for you guys, which is, you know, is really sad. But I'm glad you went out on a high note. Another magnificent beer from R.I.P. I hope that I see you guys again pop up somewhere. I hope you sort out whatever the financing problems are. And I hope you guys make a glorious comeback because you're too damn good at making beer to not be making beer. So, big thumbs up for Irish Red Light from R.I.P Brewing. Hopefully you liked the video. If you do, give me a thumbs up, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos, I guess, please hit subscribe. And as always, you got any comments or questions, jump in down below. Have you been to R.I.P before they closed down? If so, let me know what was your favorite beer. They had so many good ones, man. It's a shame to see these guys go. Hey, till next time. Cheers.